Hello, Christian Vedder here with some tips on how you can improve the time you're able to spend underwater without breathing. But before we begin, you should always remember you should never practice this without having a partner present. So tip number 1, you should not be eating anything 2 to 3 hours before you're planning to hold your breath. That is because when you are digesting the food, your body is working. That means it's using some of the oxygen that you could have been using on your dive. Tip number 2, wear a diving mask, not goggles as you can see I'm wearing in this video. That is for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is it stops water from getting into your eyes and nose. The second reason for that is when you are diving down deeper than 1 to 2 meters. Then you are able to equalize the pressure inside the diving mask, while if you're wearing goggles you wouldn't be able to do that. Which means the goggles would squeeze against your face and that's very uncomfortable. Tip number 3. If you want to hold your breath for a long time, you also want to warm up your lungs and get your body used to holding its breath. I do this by finding a relaxing position, then I breathe normally for about 2 minutes before I hold my breath until I feel it's slightly uncomfortable. Then I go up and I breathe another 2 minutes. I can now try to hold my breath for about 15 to 30 seconds longer than I did last time. Then I go back up, I relax and breathe for another 2 minutes before I try to hold my breath 15 seconds longer than I did last time. Then I go back up, I breathe for another 2 minutes, and now I'm ready to hold my breath for a long time. So I breathe as deep as I can 3 times before I go down into the water, and I hold my breath for as long as I can. It's also very important that you do not hyperventilate during this. If you hyperventilate, it stops your body from telling you when you need to breathe. That means it's very likely that you can pass out underwater and you will drown. Tip number 4. If you lay totally still in the water, you will be able to hold your breath much longer than if you move around like you can see I'm doing in the video right now. Tip number 5. You will be able to hold your breath longer if you stay on the surface than if you go deeper into the water. Tip number 6. If you don't just want to stay on the surface, but you want to swim up and down in the water or stay on the bottom, you might want to use a weight belt. I suggest you experiment with a weight belt to see how much weight you need to stay neutral in the water. When you're neutral, you can move around more freely and you don't have to spend so much energy to keep your body down in the water and you don't just float up. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video and the other videos on my channel. I try to make new videos about once every week, so please subscribe and have a nice day.